Oh, g'day everyone. Well, here it is. It's 5:30. It's Wednesday, the 20th of April. And how is everyone today? Now, I'm just going to say, you know what? In the last couple of days, I've had people that I've known personally, two deaths. Two deaths yesterday. So I had a very dear friend's mum passed away yesterday. She's a lovely lady. Hello, Helen Morby. You love me lipstick. I do too. So I'm going to talk about that. And she was a lovely lady. She worked with my mum in the day, and she had 5 kids, and one of them passed away a few years ago, and I don't think she ever got over it, as you do. Hello, Liz Ball. And she was in her 80s and she was ready to go. And it was a blessing. And as her daughter-in-law said to me, she's in a happy place now. So here we go. So here I go again. And then the other lady that passed away came to my 60th birthday, not that much older than me. And our daughters are really good friends. So that was two. And I'm going to say how I felt, because when someone goes, I always feel right at that moment when I'm told, actually, I feel that there's a little hole in the world. And the world feels a little bit emptier. How do I describe it? I just feel that just for the day, for a little while after I've been told about the death of someone that I know, that the world's just a little bit emptier. And I feel the emptiness. Do you feel that when someone that you know well has passed, or even someone that was, a public figure that's passed, or someone's passed? I feel an emptiness for a little bit. I look at the world, and I look at, today I was driving back from Geelong when I found out about one of them, and I'm driving past the beautiful green trees, and I'm driving past the road, and everything around me is alive, and there's a little emptiness there. It's a little pocket of emptiness, and it stays for a little while, and then I believe that little pocket of emptiness gets filled by a new soul. Is that how I describe it? Is that we have some souls leaving us and some souls coming, and in between there's a little bit of emptiness. That's how I feel. It's a funny feeling, and makes you think about times when you times you spent with the people. You reminisce, and you have the sadness, and you have the happiness too. And yeah, I think that we all have a little bit of a footprint on this earth that we leave. We Lola Allsop's here. It's nice to see that you're all on. So I felt just sadness, just a little bit of sadness, a little bit of emptiness, and it will go, and it will get filled with another soul, and a new one. And that's the cycle of life, everyone, isn't it? So I've had around me, and I know a lot of you have had a lot of deaths around you since COVID, and it just keeps going on. And as someone said, we're getting older. There you go. Brooklyn Bruff lost a resident today. And Brooklyn, you just said something. You said it's a very special to be at that time. And my sister-in-law has worked in aged care all her life, and she keeps saying, she's always said to me, what an honour it is to be with someone when they pass. And then someone else said to me that what an honour it is to be with someone when they have a baby and that baby's born. So it's the cycle of life, And it comes and it goes and it ebbs and it flows. And just remember, we're all footprints. We're all footprints on this earth. And we're lucky in some ways that we've all found each other and that we're here together as a group. It's an amazing feeling, actually. And it's something that I feel. Do you feel that? That we've all met at this time in the world. It's sort of fate. And I feel I've been fated to do this, by the way. Um, yeah, and it's a very spiritual feeling, to be quite honest. And so I suppose it's made me think today while I'm in the car driving, and it's all meant to be, Cheryl. That's it. It's meant to be. And I went to see my accountant today, and he's like my dollar money psychologist. And I must say, I'm so glad I did. So there you go. There you go. Kelly Robinson's exactly the same. And so it's also an honour to have known everyone, to know people. And that's what we have to cherish, is our friendships, and the fact, you know what, you don't even have to be best friends with people, but they still make an imprint on our lives. And we're making imprints on each other's lives right now by just being here and talking and everything. So it's just my day to be a bit philosophical, I suppose, about life. And that I think that when I go out to the cemetery and I see those headstones, and it was 100 years ago, and I think about those people and I think, you and me 100 years ago, you are on this earth and you are vital, and you were here and then you were gone just like that, and you made a bloody beautiful footprint, and it reverberates all around you, the footprint. And you see that with your relatives and your ancestors, and we are their footprints, aren't we? We are their footprints. It's amazing when you think about it. Anyway, there you go. I think that it's amazing, life and death and the circle of life, and it's all meant to happen. And here am I talking to you, and fate's called in to say, Lyni Munro, this is what your calling is for the rest of your life. That's how I feel, by the way, really. So I'm really glad I went to Geelong, everybody. The sad things happened, but then I faced up to a few home truths. I'm going to tell you something about what the accountant said. He doesn't have a million clients, my accountant. He's a good bloke. But I'm not alone. He had this financial year, he had 5 businesses that went into liquidation, and all of them were because of COVID and all the lockdowns. And I said to Tim, no one talks about it, Tim. He said, no, they don't, and they should. And I said, I'm not on my own. He goes, no, Lyni, you're not on your own. But I don't have to go into liquidation, which is good at our age. It'd be all right if we were young. I think we'd probably pick ourselves up, but not now. He also said this. He said hospitality businesses, and I'm retail. He said he doesn't believe in retail businesses anymore. We're not going to have small shops. Like Vi Whitler said, when Vi came on from America and said they don't have small shops anymore. They only have your Walmarts and your great big conglomerates. He said, we're going exactly the same way in Australia. He said, you won't see many small businesses soon. And he said, you wouldn't want to have a commercial property because it's just not the future. So I made the right decision getting out of the shop. He told me that. I've made the right decision by not signing up a lease. So there you go. Claire just said it should be a 4-letter word. I think you're right, Clary, because no one's talking about it. And I felt like I was sitting with my financial psychologist today, and he made me feel it's okay to fail actually. He basically said it. And he also said this, and please remember, he said the hardest hit have been hospitality. So you think about your cafes and your pubs and your anywhere you go for a coffee or a lunch or a dinner or anything. He said they have been hit so hard. And I said, well, the liquor licenses in Victoria aren't being renewed. I said, they won't have any money. He said, of course not. So there you go. Hello, Jeannie's on. Hi, it's lovely when you all come on and say g'day, and I see everyone's little messages come up. And here am I yakking about stuff that really you're probably not interested in, but it's the world, and I don't know why no one's talking about it. There you go. Joanne took her neighbour to a charity to pick up a hamper today, and he's 65 and he was self-employed. Joanne, you hit it on the head, and that's basically what he was saying. And I said, you know what? There is a trait in all of us people that are small business people, that are business people. We have a trait in us. Lenore, you little bugger, go and stand in the naughty corner, darling, because she's late. But we love your guts anyway. And that is that people like me in small business, we're gutsy. We're risk takers. We take risks, but also we go into businesses not to fail. We go in because we want to succeed. So when we fail, it's even worse. Jeannie, well, this is how it is. So when you do fail and it's your personality, and that's what small business people often have. Yeah. You feel like you should be in the naughty corner too, Lenore. God, I think I can't wait to meet you. Must be your name, Lynn. Anyway, yeah, so I had some really good conversations. And he told me that with what I'm doing here with you guys, with Patreon, to keep at it. He said, I said, I don't want to go and clean houses again. And he said, no, I don't want you to. So there you go. Joanne Hazel said he was embarrassed because you know what, Joanne? He doesn't want to be given that food. He doesn't want it. He's self-employed. That's what they do. We're gutsy enough to not say anything. And I think most people don't. So next time you're in a shop or a cafe, just remember that because they put up with so much shit and really haven't been looked after by successive governments on all sides. And we have been sacrificial lambs, and he admitted that today. But one thing he made me feel better about, he said, it's not you. It is not you. It's not your fault. Some of it is my fault because I let go of the reins for a bit. Yeah. Oh, is that the word start with F or PH? I don't know, darling. And our little Sue's on. Oh, Sue, we are your berry family, aren't we, Sue Stevens? And Rosie's on. Oh, spiritual thoughts. Yeah, they were, Rosie. Very, very interesting comments. But I'm going to say to all of you this. He said this. My financial advisors basically said it, and so has my girlfriends. That they don't think it's going to be easy going forward. So I think what's going to happen is, yeah, and don't ask for discounts. It always happened to me. And it happened to you 3 times today, Claire. You know, Claire, they don't. I said to one lady once, you're all going to love this. And that's a big thing. She's been asked 3 times in the last 2 days for a discount. Well, do you know what I said to someone? And Claire, remember this. Next time someone says that, and I said this to a lady once, I had an ARV, and I said, excuse me, love, when you go to Coles Supermarket or Myers, do you ask them for a discount? And she looked at me and she said no. And I said, well, love, why do you ask me? I don't make the profits they make. They make a lot more than me. I'm just a small business. And you know what? That lady actually looked at me and she said, you know what? I'd never thought about that. Thank you for pointing it out. So there you go. Thank you, Brenda Hilton. Oh, Brenda, we've got another lady on Patreon. and everyone. And I'm going to start calling out the names. We've got Janine Amory. She's from England. She's living in Abu Dhabi, Brenda, and she looks after the royal family's baby. Anyway, she's become a Patreon member. We also have Sue Bartram, everyone, and she's come on from New Zealand. So we've got Brenda and we've got Janine from the UK, and we've got Sue from New Zealand. And it's just an honour that you are happy to come on and be part of our beautiful group. And if you think that anyone else would like to come on, please tell them. We've got Claudia Mitchell came on today. I hope you're on here tonight. And we've got Chloe from Tassie on. We've got Debbie Lane, or Helen Kane has to come on. She's our professor. We love her. Heather Robertson, Deb Clark, Liz Ball again. We love her. Karen Eagle. We've got one day I'm going to get all your names and put you out. But you know what? It's lovely that you've come in and you've decided to support me this way. And it does mean I can keep doing it again. Really. Brooklyn Bruff. Brenda's staying with you for a little bit, I reckon. Yeah. So anyway, that was sort of my day today. So it's been a deep day with deep thoughts. Deep thoughts with the accountant, who can't believe that I'm doing this Facebook group and I've got all you guys on, and he's really lovely actually. And I had to point out some things to him because I said, well, I don't get it. He goes, me neither. Melanie Johnson, hello, darling. I hope Gary's coming good, by the way. Now, I've got messages coming left, right and centre. You couldn't ask for a better group. That is correct. Oh, he should join Patreon. Yes. I reckon Sam Mack should bloody join Patreon and be part of the group, and he could say what he likes on here. He'd be able to tell us all about the baby and no one else will know. Robin Holland, how are you, darling? I've been a little bit of a I've been reminiscing today because the death of two ladies that I knew very well. So that's the three. You know how they always go in threes? Well, I had my auntie, and now I've got these two, and it's just shitty. But it's probably not shitty for them in so many ways. I know that one of them, Shelley, had tiny grandchildren and not much older than me and just retired. I think that's awful. And she wasn't ready to go. She wanted to see those grandkids for a while longer. But the other one was ready to go. She wanted to go. Everyone around her had gone. Well, listen here, Lenore, do you like me lippy? Because you know how I wear that pink lippy, and if Lyndon O'Keefe comes on, that's why I bunged it on. Anyway, I thought I'm nearly out of it. Hello, Karen Houghton. A profound and a productive day. Well, actually, Karen, I'm not so scared of the tax office and everything anymore. We have to go to Centrelink again and get Bruce on the pension. We have to do that. I have to grow my group on here if I can. So one day when you game, you can actually share me, I think, with your friends if you think it's worth it, if they want to be part of the group. Don't forget we're going to Bali in May. And I'm not going to have to sell my house, Vanessa Bissett. So Vanessa knows of a friend that lost 3 homes. Now, this is a real tragedy. What was that, Vanessa? 3 homes and a job all at the same time. And it's hard to sit with someone and have the right words. We bought them food. So what is it, Vanessa, that no one's talking about this? You're a real estate agent. No one's talking about it. I don't know why. I think I accidentally just got rid of your post. God, I'm a dick. I pushed the wrong button, love. God. No one's talking about it. And you're a real estate agent. I want to know why I accidentally did. Why isn't anyone talking about it, Vanessa? I don't know why. Karen McEwen, how are you, darling? It's almost, and the accountant and I decided that a lot of people, a lot of the politicians and that are just sweeping this under the carpet. And I don't like that. I just don't like it. And it's not just the small business people, it's people that are lost jobs, the underemployed. I'm sick of them saying about the unemployment rate. It makes me sick. And I said, I don't think I can go and clean houses anymore. And he said, well, Lyni, we're not going to make you do that. So that made me feel a little bit better, actually. And he told me what I had to do. But everyone, I think I'll get the financial advisor on next week and have a talk to him, because they're all worried about the future. And if you're older like me, and a lot of you are, we have to protect ourselves. We really do have to protect ourselves against, if we can, against the future. I don't trust the future at the moment. Sandy Hard's on. How are you, darling? Beautiful. I love the fact you all come on and you talk to each other, and it's just magnificent. And the group's growing, by the way. Guess what? We've got 85. How many people have we got? I forgot. I think we've got 86. I'd love to get to 100 to start with. Hang on, let me have a look. We've got 85 berries on here. So when we all get together, it's a bloody party, isn't it? Now, I did go to Mecca because I run out of that pink lipstick and I put it on here. And the girl was lovely. They are. All the kids are lovely. Look, I do love going in those beautiful young girls with beautiful skin, and they're real nice to you. You're nice back. And I couldn't get my lipstick, and they're not even going to have it again. And I looked it up online, couldn't find it. Laura Mercier. So I bought this Shiseido. So they had, hey Claire, I'll ask Claire. There's a white thing there. What's that for? Because I don't even know what that's for. I'm going to have to Google it, because I only saw this thing, and that's the lip liner, and it's really pink. Even on here you can see it is pink. And it's Shiseido, which, in the day, they had a good perfume in the 70s, Shiseido. And it's a lip liner. And it says Lip Liner Ink Duo. And it is magenta. Magenta. It's just a step to the left. And a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips and put your knees in tight. That was magenta. Anyway, magenta. I used to love that show. And Di McPhee's like, now Di, I think I've sent yours, haven't I? And Brooklyn Bruff, I'm sending you a message because I'm going to have to send yours in 2 packages. Tomorrow it's going. Anyway, then I got this lipstick, and it doesn't look that pink. It is vibrant. And I put a picture of me taken with my camera on with the lipstick on, and you'll see how gorgeous it is. And it's a matte hot pink. It's number 527. And I did what Joanne Hazel said, and I took a photo, Joanne, and blew it up a bit, but I still couldn't read the small print. But it's a matte lipstick. It looks like this. And it's actually got, hang on. Do you know it's got, did you know, look, this will never come apart, because guess what? What is it? A magnet. It's got magnets. Look, it's magic. I tell you what, and it is hot pink, beautiful. Karen Houghton used to sell Shiseido. Karen, it's bloody beautiful lipstick. So what do I meant to do when you say a blender? I knew a berry would know this. So what do I just colour it in. So what am I doing wrong? I know, Joanne, because you talk too much. I love you, darling. But it's going to happen in the next 2 days, and I've got a berry coming to help me. So what do I do? So I go like this, and then I blend it because I just colour it in like a colouring pencil. Why can't I do that, Karen Houghton? Because I like the colour. And then this, and it is vibrant. And I put a picture on, and you'll all love it. Oh, let me see if it worked out. And I love it. So I couldn't get the other one. Very disappointed. I was going to buy two so it would last long enough. But no. Yeah, you can see how hot pink it is. Oh, my God. Coming into winter, everybody, it'll be the most beautiful pink. And I just love it. I think it's bloody fantastic. So I did that, had a chat to the girls, which was really nice. I do that. And had a chat to see what's going on. But went and saw Pam. Now, you know it's Brucey's 70th coming up. By the way, one of our berries who lives in Thailand went home today, Kerry Ross. And I hope to see her when I go over there. I'm a bit nervous about going, by the way, Bev Anderson. And I hope it's all right. Do you like it, do you, Joanne? God, you're gorgeous. Can I colour it in? What can't I do, Karen Hout? But you can put a little bit on and blend it with your lip pencil. No, I don't get it, love. It looks like it's a bit of wax. Karen Hout, now listen. Karen Houghton used to sell Shiseido. She should be down here doing my makeup for me. Rightio, girl. Don't you reckon? Told you the berries are bloody good at everything. Now, I tell you what, we're all sewing pants, aren't we? If you want to do anything, a berry knows how to do it. I tell you. Now, I also did something else. I went and saw Pam, which was, and hey, listen, Di McPhee, I won't be down there on Sunday because I can't come. I've got funerals and stuff. And Sue Bartum is on. Oh, I love you. And Top Coat. What do you mean top coat? Because I bung this on first, right? Bung this on first. Then I put this on next. And then do I put that on top? Magenta. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, yours is a Nutrimedics. That's right. Why are they discontinuing all the hot pink colours? I thought hot pink was in fashion forever for girls and boys that like lipstick. Don't you reckon? Oh, I don't know. You've had Vida tours. I'm glad, Di. Now, Di McPhee's going into Geelong Hospital tomorrow at the Epworth. Anyone in Geelong? She's having knee surgery. And I won't see you, darling, because I've got a few funerals to go to. But good luck tomorrow, darling. We love your guts and you know that. And those shoes you got, they'll be fine for people that are having knee surgery. They'll be good for you, okay? The wax part could help with lip bleeding. Right. Right. Anyway, so I'm allowed to go to Thailand because I asked the accountant. I said it's credits, love, and we stay at the $30 jobs. And no, the most we pay for accommodations $80 a night, including breakfast. Although I don't think I need breakfast now. I'm diabetic because I can't eat all that stuff, can I? Just having a cup of tea. In fact, Callie, I've been really naughty the last couple of days. And I've got to get back on the straight and narrow. Put it on top and blend in. It's like a gloss. Oh, now I know. So put it on top. And so I put on the pencil, put on the lippy, and then put on the white stuff. And how long is it going to stay on for? I want long stayer stuff. Karen, did you know that lipstick did that? I'm so excited. Anyway, they were lovely girls. You would have been lovely in there too if you were selling it as well. So anyway, poor old Di McPhee. Anyone in Geelong that can go and visit her. I tell you what, Di, I'll do a FaceTime with you. So what time's your operation, honey? That's what I want to know. Di. So are you available to talk tomorrow morning, or are you having it tomorrow morning? So I want to know when I can contact you, honey, and we'll do a little FaceTime. That would be just as nice, because I know in hospitals you get lonely, and Kelly Robinson, it's winter coming. Curried sausages are on tonight, so there you go. Oh God, we're all getting into it, aren't we? You can tell it's winter when we bring out the curried sausages. In fact, you know what? As I get older, I like sausages. Yeah. Went to Pam's and Pam made me melted cheese on toast, Kelly. I ate too much and then I felt a bit sick again. Just got to stop all this stuff. So tonight, can't eat much. Yeah. You were taught by Miss Helena from Romper Room how to apply makeup. Wow, fantastic. And you were starstruck. I would. Was she, I remember Romper Room. They had the little bees outfits, didn't they, Karen, on Romper Room? They had little bees and they had balloons. They had good toys to play with, I think. I reckon I remember Romper Room. Then they made a Romper Stomper movie. I think that was a bit not like Romper Room. Yeah. So there you go. Now I know. So Joanne, what do you think of this lipstick? Oh, you'll all want it. It's really nice, I tell you. And so you loved Romper Room too. There you go. Mr. Doobie, how do you do? I'm going to play a game with you. That was it, wasn't it? Ah. So Brooklyn's having Thai green curry and Prosecco. Well, I'm not having Prosecco tonight. I just got home. Takes me an hour and 3/4 to drive to Geelong and an hour and 3/4 to drive home. So I'm always a little bit tired now. There you go. Vanessa's talking about a family that lost everything. And he was a pilot. He lost 3 homes, his job and his marriage. Got him a job selling tractors. It just makes me sick, Vanessa. It really does. Those stories make me sick. Another friend, she sold their restaurant and she had to close the doors. Yeah. And no one talks about it. It's not on TV. They don't talk about the businesses that went down the tube, do they? No. Just makes me so angry, actually, that this has happened. And the way you get treated by the people that nothing's happened to them. That sit in, what did Tim say? Ivory towers. They sit in ivory towers, everybody. So there you go. Not real good, is it? So anyway, he made me feel better, everyone, because I know I'm not on my own. I'm slugging through the orders that you've sent me, and thank you very much for that. Oh, you can't drink alcohol, Sue. Well, I'm not having one tonight because Lynn Parker and I drank a bottle again last night. And I have got my little angel here today. And that was a present from Diane in Scotland. And then I've got my little necklaces that came from Loretta over in Geraldton. Aren't they pretty? Loretta sent those to me, and she's a gorgeous girl. So I wore them today. I think they're my good lucks, by the way. Yeah. Oh, what are you going for, Joanne? Oh, you little bug in the rug. I like the pink lipstick too. Anyway, Joanne's gone. Oh, are you back at school yet? She might be back at work, actually, everybody. But anyway, that was my day. We've got Brooks going, not Brooke. We've got Di going into hospital. So, hang on. I just wanted to see when, hang on. Just wanted to see, hang on. How do I do this? Going at 10 a.m., maybe Friday. Okay, love. Just let me know and I'll try and ring you Friday. See how you bloody are, love, you old bugger. And I just can't get to Geelong again. That is so cute, Karen. Did you ever get a toy given to you, Romper Room? I'd forgotten about that. I reckon it came when I was a bit old. I'm a bit older than you, darling. I reckon my kids might have watched Romper Room. Oh, we had Humphrey B. Bear when I was a kid. I loved Humphrey Bear and Zig and Zag. Does anyone remember Zig and Zag? Oh, I love them. A Princess Panda. Yes, and Happy Hammond. The Happy Hammond Show. Do you remember that, everybody? And then we had Hey Hey, It's Saturday. And then they had a show, and I think it was Jackie McDonald, and you got toys. You wrote in, went in a competition, and I don't think I ever went in, and I never would have won anyway because I can't win a chook raffle. And they won some good toys, like, they got things like Ideal. Remember the Ideal toys? Yeah. My Teary Deary. I got one for Christmas of Santa. My Teary. I loved it. Yeah, I loved Humphrey B. Bear Mel too. It was fantastic. You met a dog that looked like Dougal from the Magic Roundabouts. Oh, those dogs. Do you know what? They are bloody beautiful. They're Hungarian, and they look like they got dreadlocks, and I love them. Have you seen them? Mr. Squiggle, loved that too, actually. I used to watch that on the ABC. What did you watch, Bev? Oh, where are you going, Bev? Oh, you were. Robin Holland's famous. Hey, listen to this, everyone. She was on the Happy Hammond show doing gymnastics. Oh, I tell you what, Robin, you're bloody famous in our eyes, darling. So you were a movie star before your time. I only ever wanted to be on TV, so there you go. Fantastic. You love Humphrey. Oh, there you go. Do you remember? I'll tell you the story about the colour tally, right? We were the second family in Apollo Bay to get a colour tally because we had a black and white one, right? And it broke down just when the colour tallies were in. I remember it was in a walnut. It was a walnut coloured, it was wooden, that tally, the black and white one on sticks. It was very, very trendy 60s look. Bit like something out of the Flintstone, not Flintstones, out of George Jetson's house. Anyway, it played up and it went. And Mum ordered a colour tally and never told us. And Pam was staying, because we were nearly old enough to go to the pub. And anyway, this day it was cold and wet, and Mum said, "Pam, you and Lyni go out to the clothesline, get the washing off the line." I still remember we're out at the clothesline with our gumboots on, yakking away, gumboots that had been raining a lot. In we come, and old Sid Rimmer, the electrician, we couldn't believe it, because here in front of our eyes was the Partridge Family, and it was in colour. I never forget it. You know the little chickens that walked across the screen in the park? They weren't chickens, they were partridges, I forgot. And they walked across the screen and they were yellow. I'll never forget that. And we had a colour television. Oh, HR Puffin stuff. HR Puffin stuff. Yes, and Jimmy and Witchy Poo. I remember them. I used to watch that after school every day. I loved it, but we had this colour tally. Anyway, that night we had 2 lounge suites just as well in our lounge room for a while, 2 lounge suites. The whole town came. And here we were. Me, and I reckon every chair in our house was taken up with someone watching TV. Anyway, it was the Miss Victoria or Miss Australia quest. Oh, it was in colour. Oh my God, it was magnificent. And everyone came out in their beautiful ball gowns in colours. I'll never forget it. Never ever. And we sat there and we all were just mesmerised with the colours. We didn't talk. We just stared at the tally. And then I had to go to bed because I was tired. I was always tired like that. So off I went to bed. I got up the next day, and here's Pam, my cousin, and another cousin. And here they were, flaked out on the couch because They, instead of going to bed, they watched the colour telly until they fell asleep watching it. It was hilarious. And you know what? Our house was full of people for weeks and weeks because they didn't have colour tellies yet. And we did. All ours was the house to come to. And that it didn't have remote controls either. So everyone had to take turns, changing the channel. But, what a wonderful time and how exciting. It really was exciting to have a colour television. And I think it didn't take long till most people got one. And they were expensive, but you only had the one TV in your house. The Partridge Family was the first thing I ever saw in colour, and I remember it. It's funny how you remember those things. And the Miss Victoria, I think it was Miss Victoria, because they had Miss Victoria, Miss Australia. They didn't have Miss World on because I don't think they could send stuff, send satellite pictures. I don't know, but oh my God, it was fantastic. Do you remember that, everyone? So everyone I know watched HR Puff and Stuff and Jimmy. There you go. There you go. You're all the same. Oh, the test pattern. Hello. Well, Bruce talked about that only the other night. Now, what were we watching? And I said something, what's on telly, and he went off because it was ads. And he goes, you stupid bitch. You're just like my grandpa who used to sit in front of the telly when TV first come out, and he watched it and he said, well, that was stupid, wasn't it? Because he thought the ads were part of the movie. They didn't know that you had an ad break. Oh, my God. It's really, the world just changes all the time, really, doesn't it? And changing big time this time. And, when someone passes, you reminisce about a lot of things, don't you, about your life, I think. Those little gaps left by beautiful souls' imprints. And they leave a little gap in the world, and then it gets taken up with a beautiful child. Another little gap. You love the test pattern. Oh, yes, Sue, I love Little House on the Prairie. We never missed that one. They were so perfect. They did nothing wrong. And what was that little girl that was so spoiled? I remember with that, she always had her hair in bangs. Oh, and then I think she got married. They went through for years on that show. Nellie, that's it, Sue. Nellie had everything, didn't she? They always had to have every character in all those shows. But you know what? What's lacking in the world? We're missing those shows. They were good, honest, wholesome TV, and we don't get it anymore. And I think it's a shame. So there you go. Great memories are made. That's exactly right. That is so true. I never watched the Waltons, Liz, because I think it was on Channel O, and we didn't get Channel O down here. So there you go. Bev's gone. And Karen McEwen didn't have TV till the 60s. You go and watch it. It was snowy. Well, actually, that's true. We all watched snowy TV, didn't we? We just watched anything. Oh, Bernat. Well, you know what, Brooke? When you come and stay with me, I've got do you remember Ma and Pa Kettle? Everyone called. I reckon I'm just like Ma Kettle, and Bruce was like Pa. Hi Ma, hi Pa. Oh God, yes. And I've still loved those movies because you know what? They didn't hurt anyone. They weren't violent. They were just wholesome fun. You got to giggle. We need that back again, I reckon. Deadly Earnest. Crikey. Remember all those movies that I used to sit up and watch called Nellie Olsen. Oh, Nellie Olsen, that's it. She was Nellie Olsen, I forgot. And we all watched the same stuff, didn't we? And that's what we're allowed to reminisce. So that, and you know what? What do we watch now? All these reality TV things that I guess get bloody sick of. Really, they're not. They're just. I reckon it's cheap TV, don't you reckon? I watch the Big Bang Theory a lot now because I love it. Oh, I love Sheldon. So I watch that every night now, Big Bang Theory. So there you go. And you love Ma and Pa. Well, I've got the series, Mel. And Sue doesn't watch TV because you're too busy on here talking to me, Sue Stevens. And then you're busy with your kids. So there you go. That's what happens. Oh, yes. I love the Beverly Hillbillies. Now they're the ones we'd get home from school and we'd watch them, and they were good. Yeah, they were good for a laugh, and they told good stories, good honest storylines, and we need that back, and we need it for our kids and grandkids too, don't you reckon? Some decent stuff. Charles, were you, Vanessa? Oh no, I was in love with Johnny Depp, but geez, I saw him on TV today and he looked like shit. Did you see that? 21 Jump Street. Oh my God, I love Johnny Depp. And then today he's on TV and I'm thinking, you look like shit. And Loretta's on. Hello, Loretta. You're late. And look what I've got on. I went to Geelong and I wore them, darling. The Addams Family I still watch. And the Munsters, love that too. And that's what we need back, don't we? Don't you reckon? Put on the good shows again. Give us some light entertainment. Geez, I do like my lipstick. And it's coming out pink, but if you saw how vivid it was, you'd all want it. Well, I put a proper picture on. It's just this camera. Don't know why it's like it is. I need someone that knows a bit about them. Anyway, it looks like it's been good, honest fun for everyone today anyway. And on the buses, Sue, do you know you can still find those if you Google them? And I loved on the buses and bless this house. Oh, he does, Lenore. Did you see that too? Hello, Karen Cotter. She loved National Velvet, Mr. Ed, and Disney. Well, we did too, Karen. We want them all back, don't you reckon? And then we might watch TV again, I reckon. Oh, National Velvet. And that was the show, remember Oh, yes, and they were so correct. And I tell you what I remember, their beds were made perfectly. And when they hopped into bed, I know you're going to laugh about this, right? But Velvet would hop into bed and she'd be laying like that and they'd tuck her in. Good night, Velvet. And she slept like that all night. Not me. I never got tucked in like that. I couldn't sleep on my back. I was on my side. I wanted to be the perfect child. I know that sounds stupid, doesn't it? It's very random, but I am random. And it looked like the perfect family. They all sat down and ate dinner together and talked about things and had to ask father if they could leave the table. Well, shit, I had to have asked my dad, could I do that? No way. And my favourite Martian, yes, Peyton Place. It's all, oh, Keanu Reeves. He can park his shoes under my bed. Maybe not now, but he would have in the day. Anyway, yes, I wanted to be, we thought, oh, we're not the perfect family. We don't do all those things. And one thing that I used to notice about some of these shows, how perfectly dressed everyone was. I really noticed that. Perfectly dressed in all their clothes all the time. Honestly. Oh, and the hair was perfect. I wasn't like that. I wanted to be. Oh, geez. And then along come me being the big dickhead that just couldn't be perfect. So no such thing as a perfect family. I saw them on TV and that's as close as we got to being perfect. Not us. Oh, Sandy Hard, get on Facebook and Google keeping up appearances because they all come on. I love Mrs. Bucket, and you just see some of the stuff from it's hilarious. Patrick Swayze, so wasn't it awful that he died? Oh, oh God, Dirty Dancing. Oh my God. And he was a proper ballet dancer. Did you know that? And so was his wife. Oh my God, he was just beautiful. And I thought anyone that can dance like that'd be bloody good in bed. I think we've all had the fantasies, haven't we? Yes, no, he was just gorgeous. Anyway, everyone, I've got to go because it's 6:20. I just got home. Oh, yes. I love the fact that we're all in love with the same men. And then we all went and married others that we still fell in love with. Bruce wasn't exactly Patrick Swayze on the dance floor. No, he was tone deaf. And he loved dancing. So anyway, and Dallas, oh yes. And in Dallas, they were perfectly dressed, Vanessa. Everything matched and they were rich. And here were us sitting in our little old homes, and they were homes. In our little old clothes, we had 3 outfits, and if I was lucky, I got a pair of jeans a year. And I didn't get the name brand one. Oh, Levi's, that was the Christmas present. And here they all were, dressed beautifully. Oops, I just heard a heap of bottles, and Bruce isn't here. Anyway, everyone, I've got to go. Been a funny old day, and hope you've had a good day. You're all on here. You broke your heart when he died. Yeah. You hope I'm... Brooklyn, Bruff, you little bugger. The Dukes of Hazzard, Love Boat. Oh, I love Love Boat. So why don't they bring those shows back for us? What do you reckon about that, everyone? It's about time. So it's about time I went off and did something about eating something, but I think I've eaten too much shit today. Maybe I'll have fruit for tea and a cup of tea. What do you reckon? I've got some pizza in there. Anyway, everyone, I love you guts. And you know what? Thanks for being part of it. And the accountant asked me what had happened with this. And I said, I don't know. You explain it to me. I said, I'm just a dickhead. And I've got this fantastic group of people going, and each and every one of you are bloody magnificent and supportive, and thanks for that. And I'll see you tomorrow night because it's bloody Thursday. Anyway, love you guts.